Um, what's up? What's up? For those who's out there, this is Sakina Jones Live TV, and I'm going to wait for a couple of people to get in here. Just want to let y'all hear my voice to let y'all know I'm in here. Just give me a minute. Hey, Kristen. Thanks for coming. I'm just going to wait for a couple more people get in before we get into it. How you been? So, what's up, bro? If y'all got I still got to get to know how to drop the link, bro, so I ain't forget you. If y'all had got my post, y'all know I'm not going to be on here long, about an hour. So let's just get into it. And I really appreciate those that's here, and I appreciate those that's coming, really. So, yeah, I did a live about a week ago. But before that, I had some problems with YouTube, so I wasn't on. I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Dealing with these YouTube people. They had put me on strike, so I haven't been on in a minute. But I did a video right after DMX passed, so we're not going to talk about that. RIP to DMX. What I wanted to get into tonight was a little bit of the verdict. I wanted somebody to come up, but I still don't know how to drop them. Bossy B, hey! Thanks for coming. Like I said to them, you always know I said I'm not going to be long. I just want to jump into verdict, and I was going to, excuse me, I was going to title it something different. I was going to title this live. I said it on my post. If y'all seen my post, because I have to do my own notifications. So I was going to title it, "Who is God chosen people? Is it the Jews or the Gentiles?" But the thing is, with that, you know what I mean, I always go and how can I say it? I always go to somebody that really knows about the Bible. And like I said, my perspective is only what I grew up with, knowing the Bible. So like the person said, I need to do a little bit more research on that before I just jump right in it. And, you know, boom, look stupid or something. So, you know, I think I'm going to save that live probably for tomorrow or Sunday, because it can get a little deep, and I don't want to really go deep with it like that. But I was just wondering, you know what I mean? That was like a good debate, but I wanted to jump in the verdict. You know what I mean? And my opinion on the verdict is I'm very glad the verdict came out the way it came out, but we still have to wait, because we still have to see how much time that he might have to serve. You know, we knew he was guilty. We just need to know what's the punishment that they're going to give him. That's what this is really about. We all knew he was guilty. And however it is, the punishment can't be soft, or, you know what I mean, 5 to 10. You see what I'm saying? Something like that. It can't be that for me. Not for me. You know what I mean? Don't let them play into y'all. It can't be that for me. You know what I mean? They think they satisfy us by saying the man was guilty. We glad he's guilty. We glad he's guilty in a court of law. But now we need to see what the outcome ain't done till we find out what his punishment is going to really be. So, yeah, I'm very happy of the verdict. I hope y'all happy of the verdict. Whatever. And I think he is going to launch an appeal. But you know what? That's good you said that, because they fighting for this guy. And I was watching, and I must have missed this because I've been out a couple of days ripping and running. And my daughter told me, and it came to me, and it's not funny or nothing, but she said Do you know what his lawyer said to defend him? Because I said, I talked to my daughter, she's 20 years old. And I said, I just want to know the thought that was going in his mind when he had the knee on his neck. Just what he thought, was he going to get away with it? Why did he stop? And she said, well, do you know what his lawyer said his reason was? Is because aliens came out the sky. And I said, I didn't see that part. She said the lawyer's excuse for his reason of doing that to George Floyd was because aliens came out the sky. Yeah, he was guilty. Yeah, he was guilty because aliens came out the sky. I said, what? I said, I must have missed that because I was following it. I said, they really stand up there and said it, and I'm still not catching on. So point blank, he's going to try to plead insanity because that's crazy. Think about it. They're really fighting. They're really fighting for this guy to get off. And I don't know why they're fighting so hard for the guy. I guess he paid good money because he did. He in protective custody now, but he was out on bail. Looking like he got skinny too, stressing. Yeah, he was. He was out on bail. So they're really fighting for this guy. So we still got to hold on. We still got to pray, y'all. We still in this. I swear, that's what my daughter said. I didn't see that. Aliens said the aliens came out the sky and took over his body. She said that's what his lawyer's defense was when they was in court. Now, and I watched some of it, but I didn't see all. I watched majority of it, but I didn't see that part. But it was just hilarious thinking if that was his excuse, if he did say that, I mean, automatically he's trying to plead insanity because he's not going to. I still don't think, even if he didn't plead insanity, I'm keeping it real. I still don't think they're going to give him the time he deserved. That's just my opinion. I don't think they're going to give him the time he deserves. That's my opinion. Even if he plead insanity, they're still not going to give him the time he deserved. And he deserved time. He deserved to be in population, but we're going to leave that alone right there. Let's leave that alone. Hey, Miss Kiara, thanks for coming. We're going to leave that alone because we're just going to hold on. And I think his sentence is coming up. I think April the 30th. I know it wasn't May the 30th. I think May the 30th, April the 30th. But it's coming up. We just hold on again. We're going to hold hands. We all going to pray. Let me get what he is. It was said that his offense lawyer, you know how he got a lawyer that would speak up for him because, he wasn't taking a stand. They said his offense lawyer was saying something about aliens came out the sky and took over his body. That was his, this is my daughter telling me, that was his excuse why he did it. Because I was just figuring out, like, why, it had to be deeper than just this dude being black and you being white doing this. To me, it got to be deeper. I mean, I hear a lot of stories. You knew him. Y'all got into it before. I mean, you never know. It has to be deeper. You know what I mean? To me, it seems personal. It seemed like they knew each other, to me. And something must have went down or he never, you know what I mean? Because they all from the same area. So to me, it was personal. I missed out on that one too because I was back and forth. But I didn't see that one. And I've been trying to follow the case too. Yeah, that's what she said his excuse was. I got to go back, but I was following the case too, but I wasn't following that much because I was in and out. But yeah, so we're going to leave that one alone. Like I said before, y'all probably those that was in here when I came here, I said it before in the beginning. We're going to leave it alone because we only can talk about certain things on YouTube. They're cracking down on us. They're cracking down real bad. I just was on strike and they trying to put me, I don't know what's going on, but they're cracking down, talking about some can't talk about the vaccine in that way or whatever. Whatever it is, that's what they want. That's what they want. We just going to learn to read between the lines. They strike me for 2 weeks. That's why I wasn't up. And I just did like I was said before, I just did a video about DMX. So now I'm back. But that's where I was. And I was upset, but you know what I mean? I appealed and everything, but it is what it is. They cracking down very bad. So watch what y'all say on here. Yeah, we lost Humpty Hump. Y'all don't know who he is. Maybe y'all do know who he is. If y'all around my age. We lost Black Rob. We lost 3 rappers within 3 weeks, within 1 month, this whole month of April, all in their 50s. So we're going to give it up to them, RIP to both of them, DMX, Black Rob, and Humpty Hump. Y'all know how we do on our page. We don't talk against the dead and respect them. They said things come in threes. Yeah, we can't mention that no more. So we just gonna leave that alone. We can't mention that no more. I don't know why certain channels do, but we can't mention that no more. But anyway, like I said before, I really want to get into who is God's chosen people. Now, I actually just started doing my research a couple of hours ago, but like I was said, for the people that just got in, I wanted to do it tonight because it's very interesting. And I just go off from what I grew up and knew about the Bible. That's why I can't really get into it like that. But I always, right. Humpty Hump. He was that Humpty Dance. You probably don't remember him. He ain't come out in years. He was like in 1988, 1989 when I mentioned vaccine. Yeah. I wanted to get into a little bit of that, but like I said before, for those that didn't hear me before, I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it because it was very interesting to me. And I just came up with, well, who is God's chosen people? Who is it? Is it the Jews? Is it the Gentiles? And then you know how you get into it more. Then I started thinking, well, then who is the Gentiles? Of course, we are the Gentiles. But then you want to get down and break it in a little bit more, and it gets a little deep. And it gets deep, and you go in and you go in and you go in and you go in and on about it. So, with that being said, I will have to do more research on it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not just going to sit up there and go in on it. I don't know half of about it because I see I am facing people that do know the Bible. So with that live, I was going to save that live for another day where I could just focus on that live and that live only. That's why I only came up here to say a couple of things to y'all and let y'all know I'm going to start my lives back again like I was doing once a week. I don't do them a lot because basically I'll be tired at night. No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the we are the real Jews. Wait, we're the real the Israelites, which are Jews, are the chosen people. Y'all right. Y'all Jewish or something? Y'all right. But the ones that's not are the Gentiles. The ones that's not Jewish. I looked that up. I looked the definition of Gentiles up. The ones that's not Jewish, they call it Gentiles. I'm not Jewish, so I must be a Gentile. We're Israelites. We are Israel. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say, y'all don't know. You know, we're Israelites, but we're not all of us is real Jews. All of us is not Jews. Jewish. I shouldn't say that's a racist. Jewish. All of us is not Jewish. You know what I mean? And then if we are Israelites, then who are the Gentiles? You get it? You just said we're Israelites. Then who are the Gentiles? That's what I'm trying to say. The blacks are the real Israelites. Okay, so the whites ain't Israelites, Puerto Rican ain't Israelites, Italian ain't only African American, and what, Jamaicans and Haitians, the dark skinned people are the real Israelites. How will we know that? Because I never grew up. I grew up knowing that I'm African American. I'm not Jewish. So I grew up as I am a Gentile, and that and there's a reason why God picked the Gentiles, but I'm scared to say it on my channel. I don't want to get striking. I don't want to be racist against religion. But if y'all know the Bible, y'all know the real reason why God picked the Gentiles. Right, 12 tribes. I know all about the brothers. My question is, everybody that's black, that's dark skinned, regardless if they Haitian, Jamaican, dark. You got dark skinned Puerto Ricans, and not trying to change the subject. Hawaii, you got dark skinned people, black as coal. So you're saying all dark skinned people are the real Israelites? That's what I'm saying. And white people and Russians and Russians and you know what I mean? They're not Israelites. That's all I'm saying. Because it sounds like you're saying all black people are Israelites. Because I grew up knowing the Bible, but I didn't grow up as Jewish. I always grew up as Black African American. Jews. Right, because it was 12. It was 12 of them. Real Israelites are here in America and other places. Exactly. I learned that they didn't just take African people and bring them to America. They brought them all around. They brought them all around the world and sold them off. I do know that. Even the Indians had slaves. So I do know that. I know, and I know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about the 12 tribes, the 12 brothers of Jacob, if I might be wrong, or Isaac. I know what y'all are talking about. I'm a little bit on it, but it's just really curious to me. That was just really curious to me. So right there. Yeah, that's deep. I know they're here in Africa and other places. So but how will we know that? A lot of people don't know that though. Like I just came on not knowing that. I came on knowing that I'm not Jewish, I'm a Gentile. That's what I was taught. I'm not Jewish, I'm a Gentile. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of from generation haven't been taught, but a lot of African Americans is probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You see what I'm saying? See how I came in not knowing, and now I know because that's what I was taught as I was growing up in a Pentecostal church. I taught that we're the Gentiles. This is the people this is the people, I don't know. I guess we the people that he chose after the Israelite, but I just grew up knowing that. So how would people know that? They'll probably be on the same level that I'm on. The people in America are from the tribe of Judah, Gentiles. Jesus came to them. Well, we are Christians who descend. We're Jewish. That's true. I know our descendants have to be Jewish because wasn't nobody here but Jewish people and they was black. But okay, here go a question. Who are the Gentiles then? If we ain't the Gentiles, but be honest with you, the Gentiles are mentioned in the Bible. They are mentioned in the Bible. So who are the Gentiles? If we ain't the Gentiles, then who's the Gentiles? If I'm not a Gentile, then who is the Gentiles? Are the Gentiles the white people? Are the German people? I would like to know that. The Gentile. Washed to believe we are nothing and we come from nothing, but that is false. I know that. I know we the beginning. Well, who's the Gentiles? I know who the Gentiles is. Let me look it up for y'all since I really want to do this tonight, but I'm going to have to look it up real quick because I know who the Gentiles is. I probably can't. I'm pronounce a couple of the Gentiles. It's 7 nations of Gentiles. 7 nations. I already had it. Don't give me a minute because I already had it because I was doing. Here we go. There's 7 nations of Gentiles. This is crazy. Here we go. So if I'm pronouncing it right, one of the nations, I can only pronounce one, Canaanites and Amorites. There's 7 Gentile nations, and one of them is Canaanites and Amorites. Wow. Now I see what y'all say. Hey, Rose Gold, salute. The Canaanites or the Israelites, I don't know nothing. I grew up in a church realist, but I don't know much as most of the people on my live know. But I just came up with the topic. I wanted to get into a little bit more because it's really interesting to me. And you know how people do their lives. You know how it's interesting to them. They just, it was interesting to me. I want to talk about it a little more, probably Sunday or Monday, where I can go ahead and get into it and do my research. I mean, I know about it. I just wanted to actually brush up on it a little bit before I jump into this topic. The main reason why I came on was to talk about the verdict and everything that was going down so far, all the Asian people being attacked and all that other stuff in the terms of the news. Yeah, so it's 7 Gentile nations. It's 7 of them. I'm trying to find the rest of them. That's why I keep pausing. It's kind of crazy that y'all said that, because you only get taught what you know from when you're a child. You only get taught what you know. You know what I mean? To the Israelites of blood. That's right. I believe that. All people history. It doesn't matter. No race trace back to Israelite blood. I believe that. But like I was saying, it's kind of funny because, like I said, that's how I was taught about the Gentiles in church and home and stuff, who they were. And I was taught that, a certain situation went down, and I guess y'all know in the Bible, and God said, well, I'll take the Gentiles. Being the true Israelites, the false Jews, that must be fake Jewish people. That's crazy. I never heard of that. Admitted we the real deal. We the real deal, but it's kind of funny how y'all say it, because we African Americans. We're African Americans, but go off my phone. Sorry. Yeah, we African Americans, and everything started back from, like you said, Kiara, but I'm still confused about the Gentiles. Y'all didn't say who they were, though. Because the Bible mentioned Gentiles, so that evidently they must be a group of people, too. I'm just going to go. That's why I don't need to talk about this. I need to go and do my research and see what I'm talking about, then come back with it. And of course, our genes going to be traced back. Of course, that. But, we got a lot of things in us, too, from just, I don't know if I could say it or not, but we got a lot of things. And, y'all know we got a lot of color in our race. So we're not pure African Americans. We're African American, but you know what I'm saying? We're not African. You know what I'm saying, people? We just come from this sentence, like y'all just said, because, we got a lot of race in our blood when we came to America. And if you really want to trace back our blood, it might just end up anywhere. You know what I mean? Think about it. Our blood, not the real Africans that's in Africa, the ones that have been brought over here and, slept around and made mixed babies and whatever. So our genes can definitely be traced back to the real Israelites and the real Africa. But we got a lot of race in our blood. Trust me, y'all. We're not the pure Africans, and they don't look at us as the pure Africans. We never invented anything. That's what true. Nothing. When our ancestors did build this world on their back, build America on their back, we get no credit for nothing, and that's what we're fighting for right now. but we still get no credit for nothing. 100% black and proud. 100% black and proud. Well, I'm 100% black and proud too, but my father's mother was from Barbados, which I think is like Africans too. But they looked like they was Indians when I was a little girl. She passed away. That was my father's mother. She was great. She was my grandmother on my father's side, my father's mother. And I remember her and my Aunt Lorraine, they looked like they was Indian and talked with the funny language. I think she passed when I was like 10. So do that, but my father's father, he never knew his father, but my father was real light. So do that makes me a full-blooded African American, full-blooded black? Do that make me full-blooded? I'm black and I'm proud of my genes. If anybody asks, I'm an African American woman. But let's keep it real. Are we really fully African American? Nah, we not. We could be black and proud. We could do that. Yes, we can. I'm just light skinned. He said I'm just light skinned. Exactly. Thank you, Kiara. So the Gentiles are the white people. Wow. Gentiles. It doesn't matter because you got white people that's Christian that praise the Lord, regardless of Gentiles or not, that praise the Lord and stuff. I don't right down the street from me is a church I used to go to, a majority of all whites, a couple of black. So it doesn't matter about who the Gentile is. It's not really that deep. I just wanted to know who they were. Who was the Gentiles? Well, I could get into it a little bit more deeper, but guess what? I will play myself because I wouldn't know the answers y'all had coming back at me. Because I don't even want to say that because then they'll get deeper and get deeper and get deeper. And we had a lot about that. Because I'm gonna say we're gonna leave this alone. What? We're gonna leave it alone. Hey, Five Fist Salute, thanks for coming back. The white people came from somewhere too, the mountains or something, Esau or something. But we'll leave that part alone for like another day because we all come from one, like Kara said, we all gonna be traced back from Israelites. It's just I don't know how everybody just got separated. I don't know how the white people is the Gentiles and the black people is not the Gentiles, how everybody just got separated down the line, I'm not Benjamin. My birthday's April 28th. I'm from the tribe of David, Jesse, and Jesus from the tribe of David. What's tribe of David from? I forgot that tribe. Wait, it might be Judah. You're right. It could be Judah. Told you I don't know it like that. No, I come from the tribe where David come from, and David come from Judah, I believe. I think I am. I don't know. Look at me talking. Let me shut up. I don't know. I didn't get that deep into it. I wouldn't even know the book to begin with. But I remember a long time ago, somebody was telling me that. Long time ago. I'd be like 19, 18 years old. They were telling me that. And I really do, guys, I really do believe that everybody comes from a tribe. When I read the story, it was very interesting. So I really do believe that. I don't know what tribe my mom comes from, though. My mom was African American. She was a black woman. The Benjamins and West Indians. I never know where they land because, like I said, I wasn't all into that. But I do really believe everybody come from a tribe, from the 12 tribes. I really do believe so. I think everybody come from the 12 tribes. I mean, it's deep. That's why I didn't get into it like that tonight because it is very, very deep. And I didn't know. She said, no, your dad through history, traced back to the West Indians, which is Benjamins. I always thought it went by birthday here, and I might be doing numerology. I'm probably pronouncing wrong. I thought it was your birthday from your birthday month. What tribes your birthstone from? What tribe you was from? So I guess that was stupid. I should have knew it go back from your ancestors. Also, it's a mixture. For how to do this. Hey, Miss 504, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you stopping by. We're just talking a little bit about the verdict and a little bit of religion that I'll probably pick on another day. But really appreciate you coming by. Let me say, remember doing a mission that painted our black artifacts of Mary, Jesus, Abraham, and Moses white because they did what? Wow, that's deep. I didn't know that, Christian. That's really deep. Hold on, I like to read that again. Okay, Mary, Jesus. They painted our black artificers. They painted them white because they didn't want to worship a God that didn't look like them. All facts. Wow. Four corners of the earth. It did mention that. Sure did. The Bible clearly mentioned that we are spread out from the four corners of the earth. During the Renaissance. Remember during the Renaissance, they painted our... Who's that? The Jewish people? I don't know. That was deep, though. I never heard that one. That was deep. David, Solomon, right? And Jesus are all black. I agree. Thanks, Mr. Gustavo, for stopping by. David and Solomon was all black. I agree with that. They were all black. I know they was all black. But I seen pictures. I went to Catholic churches before. I went to Catholic schools, and you go in the church, they do that thing every month. And I seen how Jesus was up there painted white, and they gave us an image of him being white. I actually had to be told he was black. Like I guess all of us did. But my parents actually told us, how when he was black and this and that. Italians and Europeans. The Italians and Europeans are the ones that painted. Wow. The Italian people are Catholic. Wow. I didn't know that. Italian people and European. They painted them pictures just because it was... I'm guessing it was dark pictures, and they paint over them and made them white in their image. Okay. That's new. That's something I'm learning. That's not bad at all. I would never knew that until you just told me that. That's deep. I would never knew that until you just told me that. And yes, they did look like us. Jesus just had a bronze skin, though. His skin was the color of a penny, so he wasn't too dark. They said his foot was bronze, if I'm saying it right, and that's the color of a penny. So, and his hair was wool, if I'm saying it right. So, the day population, the idea of they did, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Until I was about 6 or 7, I was told. I'm not lying. I'm little girl. Look at that. You seen the stuff. Looking at the pictures on a church. You know how they had the windows and they got the pictures of God and Jesus sitting there and I'm looking at stuff, and I didn't know until I had to be told. And because we live in that world, I had to be like 6 or 7 or 8 when I was told. And when I was told, be honest with y'all, I was in shock. Like, huh? He's not white? I was in shock. And then they had to tell me, you always got to get you up from home. So the population of exactly, the Bible is original Black history, though it's been written about 356 times. It is our history, but it's been written over and over again. Oh, so it's been written over, but it is our history. That's why we got to know it. That's why I didn't really want to jump in to this until I really get to know the Bible a little bit better, or not even just the Bible, but just what I'm speaking on. Because I was really curious about that. Thank you for letting me know. And I really wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? I actually grew up knowing that I was a Gentile. I was a Gentile. I wouldn't actually knew anything about what y'all was just talking about. I have hints of it. I mean, I heard of it, you know what I mean? But as getting deep like that, I wouldn't have even knew. Like y'all said, we trace all the way back to y'all said, I trace all the way back to the Benjamin family. So that's crazy. I forgot what West Indians. I didn't know Benjamin's family came from the West Indians, you see? I didn't know that. That must be Barbados. I didn't know that at all. That's something I had just learned. So, but I do know it's 7 nations of Gentiles. That verses, well, I'm not going to say verses. That's 7 nations of Gentiles, but and it's 12 tribes of, can I say Judah? 12 tribes of Judah. How can it be 12 tribes of Judah when Judah was one of the sons? Tribes of Isaac. 12 tribes of Isaac, probably. How can it be the 12 tribes of Judah if Judah was one? So I'm saying it wrong. Judah was one of the sons. That's crazy. That's deep. Yeah, there's 12 tribes of Israel. Because it was 12 brothers. What? Am I saying it right? It was because it was 12 brothers. That would make us brothers and sisters. Yeah, Judah was one of the sons. He was one of the good sons too. So that's where David dad Jesse came from. You're right about that. That's what had me thinking and stuff. I need to get a little bit more into it before I even come up with a live. That's why if y'all looked on my live, I didn't even name it what I said I was going to name it in the post. That's why I said open topic, open panel. I didn't even name it that because I don't have much information on that to be sitting up there talking about it like that. I'm actually learning more than what, as y'all can see, I'm learning from what y'all know about it. I'm looking it up right now. I was doing my research on it, but I had some ripping and running to go today. But yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna jump into that a little bit more later. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. What is that? I'm gonna go ahead and get into how y'all been about the verdict and what y'all think. Y'all think he's gonna get a lot of time? And y'all think he's gonna get life? He definitely gonna be in protective custody. So exactly, there you go. You have to do underground research to get to the truth. I know. That's why I said I got to jump off this phone because I'm not into social media like that, but I do Google. I'm with you, Gold. 10 years. I do Google a lot, and I need to stop that and get into it. I hear what you're saying, Kiara. Yes, I do. That's why I didn't want to do it today. I wanted to jump into it a little bit more because, like my people said, I wasn't ready yet. I think he's going to get 5 to 10, 5 to 15, something. I think that too. I think he only going to get 5. To be honest with you, 5 to 10, or 10 to 5. He ain't going to get much. He ain't going to get much. He might plead insanity. So y'all know what that means. If he plead insanity, whatever it is, it better be decent because people's out there waiting. Trust me, people ain't stopped yet. They waiting. I thought that too. I really thought that too. Let's not say it on this channel. You know how they are. But I thought that too, Rose Gold. I really thought that too. Yeah, really. Because they ain't putting them in population. So you right. I was thinking that too. I hope he don't do that. But he looked very skinny. He looked very stressed, which I can care less. But he do. You can see the look on his face now in the court than the look when he had his knee on his neck. It's completely 2 different look. So he don't even have a humble look. He just try to act like he crazy or something. I think they will throw it out because Maxine Water. You think they're going to throw, when you say throw it out, you mean throw the case out? Who's Maxine Water? Why would they throw? They can't throw that case out. Kara, trust me, they're not going to throw that case out. It's people ready to go. Like, they can't throw that case out. Because there's going to be, I know it's a race war now going right in front of our face, but they can't throw that case out, trust me. It's very disgusting, but they're not going to throw that case out. They can't throw that case out. They know there's people out there waiting. They're not going to throw that case out. They don't want another 1992 up in this bad boy, trust me. Yeah, he just gives that vibe. Well, I heard on the news that they ain't mistrialing. They're not going to do a mistrial. They already got him for guilty. How are they going to be a mistrial? How is that possible? They do want him to walk. Nobody hear what I'm saying. They do want him to walk. They are giving every excuse in the book for this. They really trying to save this man. They're really trying to save this man. I guess someone's trying to make a statement to us. I don't get it. So I don't see how he can. We aren't going to know until he's supposed to be getting sentenced when it comes out. So we'll see. But the judge seemed like he was on his side. I don't know. The judge gave me a weird vibe when the judge talked afterward. He just gave me a weird. I'm used to looking at somebody reading them, so he just gave me a very weird vibe. You can't threaten nobody. I agree with that. Stupid. I don't know why she did that. She's probably upset. I'll be upset too. You gotta watch yourself though. That's crazy. Let's just hope, y'all guys. Let's just hope it goes. And we don't want to hope nothing bad. Let me say this, so no one can strike me saying that. Provocational. Got that right. Comments was hard. But we don't want to wish nobody bad on the channel. I mean, we just want justice served. We don't want to wish nobody bad harm on my channel. Don't do nothing that can hurt yourself, nothing like that. But we do want justice served. We want justice served. That's what we do want. We definitely want justice served. Doing too much. Hold on real quick. I hate when that happens. Yeah, so we just gonna keep playing what I'm saying. I just hope he get the justice he deserve on my channel. I hope he just don't get away with it. That's all. I don't wish bad on him or anybody else. But there's something that I did want to get off my chest. That's why I came up here. And I wanted to come up here earlier, but I was doing a lot of running around this week, you know, everything that goes down and stuff. It's crazy. I don't know why she would go out and say things like that. It's crazy. I guess she felt as though she was trying to stick up for us too, but I knew she threatened him. Maybe she thought she was trying to like help in the way of sticking up for us. She can mess it up too. She went a little over the line, but do y'all think that she was trying to like she was tired? Like I'm just like, you know what I mean? She just tired or something like that. I'm not trying to give no excuse for her because I've seen a couple of what she said and I couldn't really focus on it, but I was like, what? But I'm not trying to give no excuse for her. But do y'all think she was talking out of I'm just tired of this going on? Or do you know what I mean? I don't think she will honestly just blatantly go up there and try to destroy something because she should know about the law. She should know what's going on. I do wish him to be harmed. I don't wish him to be harmed. I just want him to be helped. Exactly, realist. That's what I want to. That's what I want to. That's what I want. I know they are, but I know it's not really a race war. It's not really a race war, but they're really trying to push it. And if they let him go or give him a punishment that he don't deserve, the race war is already going on in our face, but it's going to get worse. And yeah, I don't fear nothing. But I do got kids and stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, people be thinking this is a joke and stuff. This is not a joke. They are trying to push him. They are trying to push this war. They trying to let this guy go free. She be on the cameras a lot too, though. Well, she be just like Candace, that other girl, Candace. I like Candace though. Candace is for the young people, and she be standing up. But Maxine Waters do be up there a lot. Yeah. Censor Maxine Waters over remarks. Wow. This is crazy. She said she wasn't new to this. This is crazy. I'm on her phone now. Yeah, you're right about that. She do like to be at the cameras like. But y'all know what? Y'all gotta admit though. Y'all come on, y'all gotta admit. She is fighting for the people though. I mean, she's messing things up for us, but maybe she thinks she's fighting for us. She's not completely against us. I know y'all know that. She's completely not it. She's not completely against it. The way she's going about it is the wrong way to me. God is still in control. There will not be a race war. I hope not. But it did say in the Bible that all nations going to fight against each other. They ain't say what for. It could be oil, could be this territory. But it did say all nations are going to fight against each other. Yeah, she meant well. I just don't think she understands how far she can go. Basically, what I'm saying is don't take it as she's fighting against us, the black people. She's messing stuff up for us. She's not definitely fighting against us. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's trying. We got people up there. Y'all got to get on cancel. You got people up there fighting. We ain't got no more black leaders, but we ain't got no more black leaders. We always have one, but we got people up there fighting for us. We just can't jump on a sister, you know what I mean? Just because she messed up a couple of times. You know, she been in politics. Maxine Waters been in politics for years. Yes, she had for years. For years. Yes, she has. So she knows a little bit about what she's saying. I just think she did that as she just tired of seeing every time she turned around. The young lady, what is the young lady that just got shot down in that town? But she had a knife. I was just reading up on her name. I didn't want to really do nothing on it because I ain't know, but I know she just got shot. The black girl just got shot down. No, nobody crazy. There's nobody who could work against us. Okay, I can understand that. I don't trust nobody who could work against us, rather direct or indirect. Wow. I don't hear her, but she can't cause problems if they want to take this to the court of appeals. But you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to get into it yet because I don't know my law, but I don't know. Maybe the law changed, but I heard once you're guilty of a murder, you can't appeal it. I heard that. Or maybe it's the other side around. Once you get acquitted from a murder, you can't take that person back to charge them for the same murder. So maybe I mix it up a little bit. I probably mix it up a little bit. I did. That's what it is. If you're acquitted for murder, you can't be charged with that same murder. I thought it was my bad. Oh, it mixed around a little bit. I don't think they're probably going to appeal it. They're probably going to give him 5 years if he don't, split out of here before that. They probably give him 5 years. I just don't want nothing to go down that's really bad that could hurt anybody out there. Ain't no such thing as riot. Ain't no such thing as protesting no more. So when I put my titles up, I won't be using protesting because I guess all the rioters or rioting people scared them off. I guess all the rioting people, if it was a peaceful protest, ain't nobody going to go out there like us that really want to walk and do it the peaceful way. Because we don't want to get hit over our head with a bottle or something. So it ain't no more peaceful protesting. That's sad. It's sad it came like this. And if this man, Derek Chauvin, walk, then it's going to get worse. And I don't wish that on nobody. You're right. You just gotta pray. You just gotta pray. And you gotta pray. People don't believe in prayers. I believe in prayers. I need to pray a little bit more often. I need to stop talking mess. I said people don't believe. And listen to me. I need to pray a little bit more often. I'm not playing for real. I'm serious. I need to pray. Pray. If you really pray, I pray for a couple of things in life. You know what I mean? If you really pray and get into it, gotta hear you out. He'll give it to you when he's ready to. But you gotta pray. You can't just ask him for nothing. Praying is very strong, for real. I pray for my kids, though. I do get that prayer in every night. That I still say the little kid prayer. I still go to Our Father who art in heaven prayer, and then I say my little prayer after for my kids. But you gotta pray. People come together, whatever. Then it is good. You ever been in a place where it's just good to see everybody, all culture? You ever go to a gathering? You got whites, Chinese, Puerto Rican, all culture, Indian, African, blacks, culture of people. They might be over there, we're doing their thing, we might be doing our thing, but we all there together, we having a good time with our family, and that feels good because there is people out there that's like that. Not everybody in that race is a racist. You see? But they're trying to take away the guns. I don't know. That's a good one, Kiara. I don't know. I don't like guns. I don't even get my kids water guns. I don't like guns. I come from a neighborhood, one of them neighborhoods you hear gunshots at night and shit. I don't like guns. I don't care how tough or hard I come off. No, I don't like guns. I don't like guns. And I don't know what to say because I'm like, I don't like guns, but Jesus, is it going to come down to the point where I have to, protect my kids or something? I don't want it to get like that. Y'all be seeing the movies in the future, but I don't agree with guns, period. Really don't believe in guns, period, but I hope it just don't come down to that. That's what I hope. It just don't come down to that. I don't really believe in guns like that. So, the Second Amendment rights. The Second Amendment rights, just like that lady that I just did one on him too. That guy Dante, what's his name? Wright, Dante Wright. Y'all heard about it? She poured the gun. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say it my way, my opinion about this whole thing. She had to know the difference from a taser and a trigger, but you see how fast they convicted this female. She should have got convicted for shooting her because damn well a trigger and a taser don't feel the same way. Oh yes, definitely. Well, and most of them's in jail. You're right. Yeah. So she knew the difference between. She knew the difference between taser and a gun. That's just a crazy situation. She was wrong for shooting him. I getting a lot of feedback and messages. Well, where's born? I had got a message talking about, so well, he should have died. All they make is muddy water and why he jumped in the car. Why didn't he do what she said? And I agree with that. And I tell my sons, just do what they say. I agree with that. I don't agree with him being shot. I don't agree with him being killed unless you see a weapon. If you didn't see that weapon, you had no right to do that. I don't know. I don't believe. I think she was scared. And I'm right on both halves. She was wrong to shoot that young man. I don't know, was it a white or black thing? Maybe she was scared. But on this hand, have y'all seen how fast they charge her? Instead of charging all those men that shot them black men that fast, because she was a woman, they got her that fast, charging. It's just crazy. It's crazy all around. It's just crazy. But she needed to be charged. Because a taser is a completely different trigger from a gun. So if you pulled your gun out You could have been like, oh, this is my gun. Put your gun back in and then pull the taser. Before you pull that gun out and put it all the way up, you had to point the gun. You had to lift your arms all the way to shoot him. You knew that was a gun. So you had enough time to put it back in your holster and get the taser. I don't know why she was scared. And then again, you know what? You think I know what you're saying, Kristen. Courtney. Why be scared though? He did jump back in the car. You don't know what he was going to reach for. You don't know what he was going to grab, but the situation goes like this. He heard them read back that he had a warrant, so he panicked. I heard the situation went on like that, so he panicked. You see what I'm saying? You're right. But I think she will be charged with me. She's going to get charged with manslaughter. Her career's done. I think she was scared too, because by the time you grabbed the gun, took the gun out the holster, point the gun at him, told him to stop, and then you knew that was a gun. I think she was scared. I can't say it was a black and white thing, and maybe it was. We're not going to know. They tried to apprehend him. They tried to get him, and he jumped out. I can agree with that, but it was no reason to shoot him unless you seen the weapon. So I can really agree with what y'all talking about. I can agree with that. I can agree with him not corroborating. But so now what they say, everybody that's not corroborating is going to get shot. They just shot the black girl. They said she had a knife. They just shot. It's going from men to female. It's going to men to female. They're not discriminating anymore. It's going to African American men, African American women getting shot down. She's not the only black girl that's been shot down. See, y'all don't hear the story. She ain't the only black girl that's been harassed by the cops for no reason. Yeah, y'all don't be hearing them stories on too. Y'all don't be looking at them stories, do y'all? That's true. Even police admit that if you can confess a taser with a gun, you can confuse a taser with a gun. You don't need to be a cop. You don't need to be a cop. So I think she grabbed that gun, and to be honest with y'all, my opinion is I think she had enough time to say, okay, this is my gun. Let me put my gun in my holster and let me grab my taser. I believe that. They walked up on her without backup. Everything was wrong about that. Everything was wrong about that. Exactly. Guns are heavier. Yup. They are heavier. That's why I said that. I think she was scared. I don't know. That's just crazy. But I do know she had enough time to put that gun back and grab her taser. I do know that. Y'all gotta be safe out here. I gotta be safe out here. I do know that. So I don't know if this is going to be an everyday thing with them killing us and killing us off. I don't know if that's going to be an everyday thing. I should have counted how many killings was from white cops because killing black people in 1 year or 2 years. God would know the percentage of that. So I don't know if it's going to be an everyday thing, but we got to be careful. We got to teach our young ones and our kids and ourselves, just do what he tell you to do. Put your hands up. Don't move. Please don't try to run. That's right. It's nothing that even the cops, there's nothing she could say. I don't know why. I mean, I just sometimes want to know what do y'all be thinking? Like what was going through your head at that time? Evil, pure evil, just to sit there and just shoot him and kill him for no reason. Put your knee on his neck, shoot the other boy in the. He ran the car. They shot them all in the back. It's just crazy. They just killed the girl. But they said she had a knife, so we got to look more into that story. They said she had a knife, so we got to look more into that story. But they shot her down like a dog. Don't think it can't happen to us. Don't think it can't happen to one of our loved ones, because it can. It really can. And we just got to keep our eyes open, and we got to keep the march going on. And hopefully, we got to pray. The thing is, everybody pray. Some people might pray this way. Some people might pray that way. We got to be strong. One nation, one unity. It's sad. It is sad. I feel really bad. I feel really bad because the young guy, Dante, right? He had a, if I'm not mistaken, he was a 22-year-old male, and he had a 2-year-old son. And I don't know if the young lady that got shot, they said they had a knife, did she have a son? I forgot her name. I think it starts with an S. I forgot it. I think it starts with an S. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah. That's very sad. It's very sad happening. It's very sad. So we just gotta watch out. I don't let my son spend the night. I'll be asking him to spend the night. I'll be like, nope. He's 14. So we just gotta watch out for each other. We gotta pray for each other. Y'all pray for me. I pray for y'all. How have y'all been though? I haven't been on in a minute. I haven't asked how y'all been or anything lately. I always talk to Mark Haley, Brian. Yeah. And she was 16. That's what I want to say to y'all. And she was 16. And now I gotta look more into the knife thing. I don't know if she had a knife or not. They said she had a knife. But was she coming towards y'all? I'm not trying to make no excuses. But was she coming towards y'all? That's my whole thing. Was she coming towards y'all? Yup. They said she had a knife. I gotta look more in that. She was being jumped. Oh, she was being jumped by two 30-year-old women. She called the police to help her, and they shot her. How the hell do a person 15 years older than you jump you? If she's 16. Okay, 16 and 230 when she did have a knife to protect herself from the weapon trying to fight her. Well, then she should have dropped the knife when she seen the cop. You know these cops are shooting people. Not saying I want the little girl to get shot at 16. They shot her down like a dog. And she got jumped by 230-year-old. Who would even jump a 16-year-old girl at 30 years old? Like, why would I jump that? Why would I have anything in common with the girl? She ain't my niece, my cousin, or my daughter. I ain't got nothing in common with no 16-year-old girl at 30 years old. What are we talking about? That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, they shot her down. Y'all need to look that up. Because that's starting to go all over the news too. Y'all need to look that up. Oh, she was in foster care. One of the women was her foster mother. Must mean the other one probably was her friend. She's probably beating the foster mothers, and you know what? And the friend must have jumped in. That's crazy. She was in foster care. I feel very bad. I feel sorry for her. She was young, 16 years old, fighting for her life. She probably been fighting for her life all her life in foster care. Kids fight very hard in foster care. Y'all know that. Kids fight very hard in foster care. I feel really bad for them, y'all. For real. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like that motherly love or that guidance or that guardian love. Ain't nothing like that. And some of these kids growing up in America don't have that. And probably do have it. You know what I mean? They probably, you got some kids' parents in the house and they still home alone. So let's not go there with kids because, you got some kids that you would think that they was my age with their mouth for real. You did a video on it. I got to check it out. I got to check that video out because I keep hearing about it all over the internet. Yeah, I got to check that out because I keep hearing about it all over there. I'm like, what this girl, what? I keep hearing about it all over the internet, but I never had time to sit down and actually go on it because I just started, I started my live a couple of months ago and I don't actually mingle on my computer, on my laptop, all day long. I actually only only open my laptop up to do lives. Rather than that, I be on my phone on YouTube posting a lot on my phone. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet to go on live on my phone. So when I do a live, that's when I charge up my computer, my laptop. I keep saying computer, I wish. My laptop, and I open it up and I go ahead and do my live. Rather than that, after I'm done my live, I close my laptop for like a week or two until I do another live. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I don't know how to drop the link yet or stuff like that. I just know how to block. I need to get on here and start fooling around a little bit. Yeah, fooling around a little bit. I never know that. My prayers go out to all the people that we just talked about that is very deceased. It's 10:42. I want to thank everybody for coming by on Sakina's TV. I really appreciate it. Hi, Ms. Grinnis. Thank you for stopping through. I'm going to go ahead and take it down. I got off Friday night and I got off Saturday night. So, you know, these are my nights I'm just going to sleep through. I don't do nothing but watch scary movies and sleep through. So, I really appreciate y'all coming. Have a good night. I'm going to end the live. I might do a live tomorrow. And the other live I was talking about, we're going to get into that Gentile stuff, but I need to go and do my research. I'll make a fool out of myself already like I did. So we all good with that. Thank y'all for coming by. Really appreciate it. And I'm going to end the live. Realist, I'm going to hit you on the email. The children and young ones, little people should never be killed. So exactly. I might do one next week. I try to do a live every week until I get into my other channel. But my other channel is just going to be about dialysis and stuff. It ain't going to be nothing like this. It's just going to be medical. But I try to do a live once a week. I try to not kill the kill the thing, keep doing it over and over and over. You got some people, yeah, I swear you got some people, y'all YouTubers and y'all watch YouTube, and I'm not the only person you watch. If you go through YouTube, you got some, y'all think I'm lying. You got some people that been on YouTube 10 hours with kids. You can hear them in the background. 10 hours. I seen people go on YouTube at 10 o'clock and then come off YouTube to like 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning and then come off YouTube to like 9 o'clock at night. Talk to me. That's crazy. I try to not do my lives like that. I try to do like an hour, 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. Go off, let it breathe, get some information, come back on the next, next week. So my next live will probably be next week. All right, I'm going to end it. Thanks y'all for coming by.